Enid Blyton's gift book of bedtime stories. She didn't want to go to school. Marigold was very small, only 5 years old. She was so shy that could never even say, "Quite well, thank you," when people said, "How are you, little Marigold?" And now her mother said she must go to school. Marigold was frightened. School? She would never be able to answer a single question. She would have to do all kinds of hard and difficult things. She would have to read books, and she didn't know how to. "Well, you will learn," said her mother. "But I don't even know how to learn," said Marigold, and burst into tears. "Oh dear, if you behave like that, your teacher will certainly be cross with you," said Mummy, and that made poor Marigold feel even worse. She couldn't bear people to be cross with her. "You can go with the big children next door when school begins on Tuesday next," said Mummy. Marigold didn't like the idea of that at all. She was afraid of the big children. Why, Leslie was 10. He seemed almost grown up to Marigold. She never dared to speak a word to him. She thought and thought about school. She wouldn't go. She would hide somewhere and not go home till dinner time. Wasn't she a silly little girl? But she was only 5, and she had never been to school before. "Marigold, you mustn't look so worried about school," said Mummy that night. "You will perhaps find a nice little friend there." "I don't want a friend," said Marigold sulkily. "I'm happy by myself. I want to stay at home for always and always, and never go to school." "Now you're just being silly," said Mummy. Well, Monday morning came, and Mummy got Marigold ready. She had a nice new school satchel with 2 new pencils and rubber, some crayons, and a ruler in it. She had a school hat and a school blazer, blue with a red pocket. But she didn't like any of these new things at all. They meant school. "There go the big children from next door. Go and join them," said Mummy, kissing Marigold goodbye. "Your teacher is expecting you because I saw her last week. Hurry along now. You'll have a lovely time." Marigold went out of the house and joined the other children. Only Leslie took any notice of her. "Hello," he said. "Going to school for the first time? Tag along with us then." But Marigold only went with them for a little way. When she got to the next corner, she ran around it, left the other children to go straight on down the street. She was running away. She wouldn't go to school. She just wouldn't. Nobody could make her. But where could she hide away that morning? She felt very lonely and frightened. She began to cry as she went down the road and round another corner. She didn't see a big girl and a little girl coming along, and she bumped into them. "Oh, I say, did I hurt you?" said the big girl. "I've made you cry, poor little thing. Did I bump you?" Marigold didn't like to say she had been crying before she had bumped into them. "Where are you going?" she asked. "I'm lost." "Are you? Well, come with us then," said the little big girl. "Look, this is my little sister Mary Jane. Take her hand. She's rather shy, so she won't say much to you, but she is very, very nice." The two little girls looked at one another. "I'm going to play a drum this morning," said Mary Jane, "and I'm going to jump about like a frog." This sounded exciting. Marigold liked beating drums too, and she was very good at leaping like a frog. "Can I come with you?" she said. "I should like to play a drum." "Yes, of course you can come," said the big girl. You will be company for my little sister." So Marigold trotted along with Mary Jane and her big sister Lulu. They came to a side entrance to a big house and went in. Lulu took Mary Jane to a door where a lot of other children were gathering into a line. A smiling faced woman was talking to them. "Miss Thomas, this is my sister Mary Jane," said Lulu. "And we picked up this girl on the way. She's called Marigold." "Oh, yes, Marigold Peters," said Miss Thomas. She smiled at Marigold. "Would you and Mary Jane like to have these two pegs next to the one another to put your hats on?" "That's right. What a beautiful satchel, Marigold." Marigold was pleased to hear her satchel called beautiful. She opened it and showed Miss Thomas all the things inside. "What nice crayons," said Miss Thomas. "Can you crayon nicely? I wish you would crayon me a picture this morning." "Mary Jane says she's going to play a drum," said Marigold. "Oh, yes, you can too, if you like," said Miss Thomas. "We have 6 drums. Look, here they are. Aren't they beauties?" They certainly were. They were very big and had a pair of sticks each. Marigold longed to beat one. She thought this was a very nice place indeed. The big girl Lulu had now disappeared, but little Mary Jane was still there. Marigold kept close to her. Well, Marigold had a perfectly lovely morning. She marched in a line with the others whilst Miss Thomas played the piano. She banged the drum. She crayoned 3 lovely pictures. She sang all the nursery rhymes she knew, and was very pleased when Miss Thomas said she knew more than anyone else. At 11 o'clock, all the small children went out to play together in the garden. Although Mary Jane and Marigold were so shy, they liked hide and seek so much that they wanted to play it with the other children. Afterwards, Miss Thomas told them a story. Marigold loved stories. "Do you often tell stories to the children?" she asked at the end. Nobody could be possibly be shy with Miss Thomas. She was so nice. "Oh, yes, I tell stories every day," Miss Thomas replied. Marigold thought about that. This was a nice place to come to. Mary Jane was lucky to come here every day. Marigold wished she could too. Why couldn't she come here instead of going to that frightening place, school? She made up her mind to tell her mother that she had run away that morning from the big children and had found this lovely place. When she and Mary Jane ran out into the street at 12:30, what a surprise Marigold got. Her mother was there, waiting for her. How, but however did she know that Marigold was there? The little girl rushed up to her. "Mummy, how did you know I was here?" "Oh, Mummy, can I come here every morning with Mary Jane? It's such a lovely place. Much, much better than school. I banged a drum and sang and marched and crayoned some pictures, Mummy. Do say I can come again." "But, darling, what do you mean?" said her mother. "This is your school. This is where you were meant to go. That's why I came here to fetch you this morning. It's your own school." Well, what do you think of that? Marigold could hardly believe her ears. She went very red and looked up at her mother. "I've been silly," she said. "I thought I wouldn't go to school. I thought I would run away and hide this morning. And then I thought I would go with Mary Jane and bang a drum. But I didn't guess it was school. Oh, Mummy, it's a lovely place. I don't ever want to miss a single day." Marigold is still at the same school. She goes with Mary Jane each day and they are firm friends. They are 8 years old now, and it was Marigold who told me about that very first day. I really thought I must tell the story to you. The end.